What can I do when I have nobody left to talk to? I hope that's not where you are. I hope you're in many, many conversations with amazing people. But if that is where you are, or if that is where your team members are, just know that it's normal, okay? And unless you're a huge influencer already, we all will reach that point at some point in time, okay? I know I've been there, and I have something for you today that is really going to help you move past that. Because obviously the obvious natural answers, well, just talk to more people. Let me know whether you've heard that one before. But when you're unclear on who that might be and how to talk to these people effectively, and how to actually, before you actually talk to them, how to attract them to you effectively, pardon me, it's going to be kind of hard to find new people to talk to, okay? So let's dive on in this in a second. First off, though, hello and welcome. I'm excited you're here. In case we haven't met before, my name is Katrin from bloomwithkatrin.com, and I'm coming live to you from the beautiful Bavarian forest over here in Germany. Now, please don't be shy. Say hi. Let me know where you're tuning in from, whether you're joining me live or later on the replay, because I'm looking forward to being able to chat a little bit with you later on. So, and I love to help networkers like yourself build an active dream team here in the online space, leveraging modern day social media strategies and doing so with self-confidence, with savvy, and with soul. And we need all of these aspects to really create the success and that dream life that we're all dreaming about and that we want to create, right? And here's the thing. Maybe you've started out really excited and you talked to everybody you know, okay? And you told them about the amazing maybe products or services that you found, and you've also talked about the amazing plan B that you found for yourself and how excited you are. And hopefully many of your friends and family and acquaintances have joined you by now. But at some point, there might come a time when you feel like, hey, I've talked to everybody and they've either joined me and said, yes, awesome, I'm excited to do that, or no, thank you, not at this point, right? Or something in between. Pardon me. So unless you're a huge influencer, we all are going to reach that point at some point. So here's the thing, and with the huge influencers, by the way, people tell me, well, Katrin, if only I was as successful as AYC person. Here's the thing. They have done that work in the past, okay? They did that work. They were where we are at now, where you are at now, where maybe I'm at now still, right? Nobody's got a huge enough audience, really, I would say, right? So these people have done that work. So let's do that work. Let's grow that audience. And I mean, there's many, many moving pieces around this, and I can't get into all of them on this training here today, but there's one that is really, really, really important, and that is your window to the world. Because picture this, maybe you go into groups, maybe you go, on pages, maybe you start engaging with people there, maybe even can post inside the groups, and people actually, you get people's attention, and they get curious about you. What now are they going to do? Let me know when when somebody catches your attention somewhere in a group, maybe, or you see a comment that's intriguing to you somewhere, on some influencer's page or something. What's the first thing you do now before you send that person a friend request? Here's what I do. I go check them out on their personal profile. Let me know whether you do the same thing, right? Now, here's the thing. When I come across a personal profile where it's like a no man's land, right? I can't even get a feel for who you are. I'm just not gonna engage with you because maybe there is nothing there to engage with in the first place. Or here's what I come across quite a bit, and it's just such a pity, I think, right? Because really it's our personal profile is our real estate on social media. And social media is a loud place. It's busy and fast, right? So we want to give people something that they can check out, okay? Once they do, once they want to check us out, okay? So we get one chance at our first impression on social media. And here's the thing. I want to invite you after you're done with this training, go to your personal profile and look at it through the lens of somebody who is completely a stranger to you. Has never seen you before. What's the first impression? Okay? What does your personal profile, your window to the world, tell that new person on your personal profile about you? Okay? And here's the thing. When we go check somebody out, we have two questions. Number one, I'm curious, who are you? And number two, maybe you've heard it before on my page. Drop it down below if you have. What's in it for me? Okay? That is what is on my mind when I check out somebody's personal profile. That is what is on your mind when you check out somebody else's. Maybe it's not like aware and consciously, well, let's see what I can get there. That's not what I'm talking about. But that's something that's subconscious, okay? Because there's so many great things are going on in our life all the time, hopefully great things, that we have to filter, right? What is important to me? How can I benefit from something? So that is what is always on our mind, at least subconsciously. So that's the question you want to address in your personal profile. You want to answer that question for your person, right? Who, you somehow they found you on social media. Okay, and then we can definitely go into this another day on what you might do to grow your audience, because it's really, really huge, right? And here's the thing, somebody's checking you out. The first thing somebody sees, so drop it down below. Are you aware? What is the first thing somebody sees when you maybe leave some meaningful words on somebody's post? It's the words, hopefully, right? And then it's the personal profile picture. Now, I can't tell you how often I also receive friend requests from people who are apparently an animal, a cat, a dog, a bird, a fish, whatever it might be, or who are apparently landscapes, or who are really, really, grandfathers and grandmothers, who are very, very, very young children. You know what I mean, right? Here's the thing with that. When you choose anything else but your own face as your personal profile picture, it's going to be like, I'm kind of like disappointed now, because I wanted to see who you are. Okay, so that's my first advice to you, is really, get yourself in some good light, get your smartphone, do this exercise with your face. Okay, take the corners of your mouth, draw them back and up, smile, okay? And then just take a selfie and use that as your personal profile picture. You needn't go to a professional photographer to do that, not at all. But let's make sure that I can see you, that you can see myself, that we can see each other's faces. It's called Facebook, by the way, okay? Just to give you a hint here. So let's see you smiling, okay? That takes you a long way. Next up on your personal profile, next thing I'm going to look for is the banner picture, the stuff that's really at the top, right? That banner. What's in there? Now, here's what I see often, and I get it, that you're excited about, your products or your services or your plan B and your company, and that's all good. And I love my company, my products as well, 100%, right? But here's the thing. Say Mary found you somewhere on social media and she now goes to check you out. Maybe you even sent Mary a friend request and now Mary goes check you out. And Mary can see that you're with company ABC. Okay? Mary does not yet know you well enough to really be like, oh yeah, well, let's, accept that friend request and then let's get into a conversation about the amazing company or the amazing products or services that I've seen on your profile. Here's what might happen. Mary might go to Brother Google and Google everything about the company that you're with or the products. And since there is negative stuff, even about something as beautiful as a baby and as beautiful as a rose, there will be some critical, shall I say, articles about anything in the world, okay? Maybe Mary remembers that Aunt Anna is with the same company. So what might she do now? She's got the choice now to, you're informing her, you're giving her all the information, and yet she goes ahead and, goes to Aunt Anna to buy at the end of the day. That's not what we want. And the trouble is you will never know that Mary was a prospect of yours at some point because she never had a reason to reach out to you. Okay, so in your banner, use it well. That's the place maybe for your family picture. Okay, if that's what you feel comfortable with, if that's what you want to do, maybe that's the place for you to, do a quote and some graphics with it, if that's what you want to do. Maybe that's a landscape, something that's meaningful to you. Okay, so Mary coming to your personal profile for the first time goes, oh, that's really interesting. I kind of relate to this. We have things in common. I'm a mom too, for example, right? Make sense? Cool. Drop it down below if this is making sense so far. Now, and here's the third thing that I would recommend you take a look at before you actually go out and start attracting people to you, so you know that your personal profile is set up for success. And by the way, if you want to go deeper with this, we're doing a deep dive training next week in our mastermind group, and I would love for you to check that out. I'm going to drop the link later on in the comments down below. It's from people in the field who are in the trenches with you, who know what's working now, and we're sharing our very best tips with you because we want this industry to win, and we want the people in this industry to win, to stand a real chance, okay? Because social media is a busy place, okay? So if that's what you want to check out, it's called Master Your Attractor Factor, okay? That's what we're going to be working on next week. And this is not just going to be us teaching you, training you, and you then off to the races yourself, but we're going to actually work together, okay? So I can't wait for that. If that's something you'd like to check out, please I'm going to put the link, as I said, into the comments so you can check out that group for yourself, okay? Now, third thing on your personal profile that's very important is your content, obviously, right? I was sharing before, when I go check somebody out and I see that the last time they posted something is half a year ago, I'm like, well, what's going on? How come you're trying to attract me when there's nothing there for me to engage with? Okay, makes sense? Or there's always only the profile picture change. What does that tell me about you? How can I possibly start relating to you, let alone getting to like and trust you? How's that helping me to do that? It isn't, right? When you see, other people posting amazing content, I mean, there's so many great posts out there, aren't there? So I get it that maybe you're inspired by something, or you really enjoyed something, or something made you laugh or cry or whatever it might be. And I get it that you want to show this post to other people, right? So you take it and you put it on your own wall. You can do that. But here's the thing. Please tell your Mary, who comes checking out your personal profile, how come you think it might be valuable and beneficial for Mary to take a look at the content that you're sharing, okay? Add in your point of view, your opinion. How come this inspired you? What about this was meaningful to you? So even when it's not your own original content on your personal profile all the time, I still get a notion for who you are, okay? And what about whatever it is that you're sharing is actually meaningful to you. And so I can see whether I'm relating to that. Make sense? Okay? And as I said before, deep dive training next week, right? About mastering your attractor factor, because you have an attractor factor. People know you for something. How about how would your business change? How would your personal life change if you had the right kind of people on your personal profile, people who are looking forward to each and every post that you do, who can't wait for you to show up in your stories, or maybe do a live video every once in a while, right, to add into the mix. So really check out that link below. Come join our group. It's free. And it's just so much fun. I know we're going to have a blast, and it's just so awesome when you wake up to messages from your perfect prospects, not just people who might benefit because what you have is so very awesome, which it is, I'm sure. Please don't get me wrong here, right? But who are actively looking for a solution to a problem that you can help solve. How would that change your personal and your business life? Drop that down below and make sure to check out that group. See you there next week. And thank you so much for joining me today. I hope these tips were helpful for you. Go to your personal profile now, next up, okay, and take a look at it through the lens of somebody who's completely foreign and a stranger to you, who's never seen or met you before. What does your personal profile at this point tell that person about you? And if there's something, oh, well, I might change that, please go ahead and do that right away. Or join us next week again in our deep dive training on mastering our attractive factor. See you there, and let's see each other again on the next training. Thanks so much for joining me. It's time for you to take action